Welcome to the Angus Report, a news program for cattle producers.
The week's top headlines from American Angus Association headquarters include raising cattle with an eye for quality and premiums.
Where does beef rank among Americans' dining selections?
And how producers can raise cattle built for both marbling and maternal function.
This is the Angus Report. Hello, I'm Bob Cervera.
And I'm Crystal Albers.
Our top news this week. Profitability in the cattle business is best met when producers have an eye for the big picture. Kansas breeder Mike Molitor has developed that big picture approach through the years as an early adopter of genetic selection and reproductive technologies, as well as marketing on the grid. Now, those technological advancements, coupled with EPDs and now genomic enhanced EPDs, allow cattlemen like Molitor to target higher quality cattle that perform to their peak and earn more in grid premiums.
We raise the best calves we can out of each cow. And so our genetic pool is so much bigger that way. I mean, we have all the genetics that we've started with years and years back are still in the gene pool. Well, now that we have DNA, you know, we can see all those things, good or bad. We have that genetic pool. You know, the branded meat, that made a lot of difference because we could target the way we bred our cattle. And through the years, I've sold 6,800 head through U.S. premium beef, so we've seen how that has progressed, and getting all that information back has been made a lot of difference.
Beef experienced significant volume growth in the past year and continues to be a mainstay on restaurant menus across the country. An annual survey conducted on behalf of the Beef Checkoff program showed that beef remains the #1 protein in the food service industry in volume, market share, and the dollars it brings to operations. In the last year, pounds of beef sold in food service increased by nearly 80 million pounds to a total volume of 8 billion pounds. And a reported 97% of the surveyed restaurant operations feature beef on their menu. Visit mybeefcheckoff.com to learn more about the study. As the nation shifts into a cattle expansion phase, many producers look to rebuild their herds with better quality genetics. And a new tool from the providers of GeneMax allows producers to do so for commercial Angus replacement females. Producers like Craig Veraska of Washington say the GeneMax Advantage DNA test allows cattlemen to make better informed selection, mating, and marketing decisions for their Angus females.
I buy cattle for a lot of people, and they want them black, and they want them getting more and more so that we can certify that they are Angus. It's the Angus, not the black hide. It's the Angus in the cow that makes them in such demand. By getting that data, it's taking a lot of the guesswork out of it. It's important that we get that data. And it'll be important down the road for commercial breeders. Good commercial breeders are going to be watching.
Visit cabpartners.com to learn more about the GeneMax Advantage or GeneMax Focus DNA tests for commercial Angus cattle.
The American Angus Association, in partnership with the University of Missouri, will host a popular educational series, Cattlemen's Boot Camp, July 14th through the 15th in Columbia. Both purebred and commercial producers may attend the event, which includes educational speakers, hands-on activities, and other pertinent information regarding bull selection, genomic enhanced EPDs, antibiotic labeling, reproduction practices, and other management sessions. The 1.5-day event costs $75 and includes meals and educational materials. Visit angus.org to register by the June 27th deadline. We go now to Jenna McCrell with a look at news you need to know this week in the Angus business.
Thanks, Bob. The 2014 Beef Improvement Federation Annual Meeting and Research Symposium takes place this week in Lincoln, Nebraska. The event allows the research community and other members of the beef cattle industry to meet and discuss issues surrounding the genetic improvement of beef cattle. The Angus Journal editorial team will be providing online coverage of the event, which includes live streaming video provided by liveauctions.tv. The program begins at 8 a.m. on Thursday, June 19th, and you can follow along from home at bifconference.com. And summer always brings new faces around the American Angus Association headquarters as we welcome interns into the office. This year, 4 interns are serving in a variety of roles throughout the association, including magazine editorial, public relations, and events and education. Chelsea Smith, a senior at Kansas State University, is working in the association events and education department. Courtney Spencer, a junior at the University of Missouri, is involved with junior activities. Paige Nelson is a recent graduate from Brigham Young University and is working on the Angus Journal editorial team. And Claire Carlson, a Kansas State University graduate, has joined the Public Relations and Communications Department. And cattle shows consume nearly every weekend this time of the year, and you can stay up to date with show ring champions and results on our website, angus.org, and through the Angus mobile smartphone app. There you'll find photos and official show results from throughout the country. You can also order backdrop photos, candidate images, and other keepsakes at photo.angus.org. And that's what you need to know this week in the Angus business.
When the Angus Report returns, raising cattle that marble well and function in the pasture.
And earlier I sat down with Forrest Mangan, Regional Executive Officer for the Livestock Marketing Association, to discuss marketing cattle in the West.
Visit angus.org to continue watching this episode of the Angus Report.
The Angus Report is brought to you by Merck Animal Health. Why not prevent respiratory disease before it steals from your bottom line? Vista Once protects your calves with the most complete respiratory disease coverage available. And Vision Blackleg vaccines can add 14 pounds per calf at weaning. Contact your veterinarian or animal health supplier today.
Join the team, the Beef Quality Assurance Team. Getting BQA certified shows you're committed to practices that produce the highest quality beef in the world. And by visiting BQA.org, you can take the online certification course at a time that fits your schedule and from the comfort of your home or office. You'll also find lots of helpful tips on improving animal health and animal handling practices. Get certified, BQA certified, because it's about doing the right thing. Visit BQA.org today and become a member of the BQA team.
Its arrival is as routine as the truck that brings the next load of calves. You stand ready, waiting, watching for symptoms. A revolutionary new weapon in hand, unique chemistry and hard-hitting active ingredient. Longer duration in the respiratory tract, rapid absorption. Join the Zuprevolution. Zuprevo, Tilda Pearson. See your veterinarian.
44 Farms is your trusted source for Angus genetics. 44 Farms is a fully integrated Angus business that brings you quality from the pasture to the plate. And thank you to all of our customers for making this spring sales season our best ever. We are humbled by your confidence in 44 Genetics. Balanced trait genetics, a passion for customer service, and a common sense approach to the seed stock business are all things you can expect when doing business with 44 Farms. Our gate is always open at 44 Farms. Call or stop by our headquarters in Cameron, Texas anytime. We'd love to show you around. Look for us at 44farms.com and 44steaks.com.
Horn flies cost cattle producers nearly $1 billion a year. They interrupt grazing, cause loss of blood, and impact your bottom line. By incorporating Alticid IGR into your supplement program, you can prevent the emergence of adult horn flies. Alticid IGR will significantly reduce stress on your cattle. For pennies a day, you can control the most costly parasite and increase your profitability. Contact your feed supplier to incorporate Alticid IGR today.
It's more than a symbol. It's volunteer beef and dairy producers like you making careful decisions on how to invest your beef checkoff dollars. It's about multiplying those dollars to ensure the beef you produce makes its way to more meat cases, menus, and kitchen tables from New York to Tokyo. And it's about making sure those who influence our consumers feel confident about recommending beef. It's more than a symbol. Get to know your checkoff and start sharing your views at mybeefcheckoff.com.